Hello, guys. Welcome back to my daily trade journal series where I go over what happened in the market today, signals, and also what I think are going to be important levels to watch out for tomorrow. So, today I made a pretty good day. I had about $385 in the P&L, made about 15 trades. Most of them were winning trades, 66%. This one trade really carried me over here, and sometimes it's like that. You get one trade that really carries you. So, for today, we had a lot of interesting moves. Actually, take a look at this. So this morning, I woke up a little bit late, a little bit groggy as well, but I saw that we have a X7 sell signal, which usually tells us or it means that it thinks the market has potential to drop a lot at some point today. Sometime is the end of the day, sometime is the beginning of the day. It could be random, we don't really know, but it's a bigger signal that usually very effective. So from there, I just waited for a market structure split bearish, which happened over here. So I'll show you that over here. So this X7 signal happened at 7 a.m., right? So that was over here. So you don't want to short it right away. You just want to wait for it to hit a resistance. You want to get more confirmations. You could start a baby position there, and you would definitely still have made money. As you can see, the low was much lower than that today. And then 8:30 market data came out, squeezed a little bit. We hit new all-time high for a tiny second there, but it couldn't hold it. The market opened, some of that sold off, and then we pushed back a little bit more to squeeze people because market maker love to do market maker stuff, which is squeeze. And then by 9:50, we had a market structure flipping bearish, which means despite all this buying here, market structure is bearish somehow because it detected there was more selling than buying. So then market squeezed up a tiny bit higher. We hit this resistance. I started a bunch of my short positions here because I forgot why. It was because of the pre-market high area. It was close to the pre-market high. That's why I started the short around 55, 65, 60s. And then we started going down, pushing down a little bit more there. And then by 11:10, we had another sell signal. So that was over here. We had a DD sell signal. That means any move back up, you want to short it again. So bam, this move back up, short it some more. This move back up, short it some more. And then 11:30 market structures flip bearish again, so that was over here somewhere around this range here. So market continued to be bearish, we continued to grind back down, and it was overall a pretty good day. But I think the reason we pushed up so high was mostly due to the fact that Oracle, which was a crazy big stock already, had ran up 40% today. And a lot of people probably got squeezed and lost money. And the sad thing is, it ran up because it had bad earnings too. But they projected in their guidance that they think they could lock in a bunch of multi-billion-dollar deals. And because of that, they pushed up higher. But at the same time, it makes sense if you're like me and you understand the fundamental company and you look at the back end of what the company financial looks like, you would know they spent lots and lots of money. I think Oracle could become one of the top seven, max seven companies um, in the next year or next few years. Maybe they'll achieve in the next few months. Who really knows? But I think that is definitely a possibility. I always knew that was a possibility. And we started actually investing in that in our dividend newsletter picks back in February. So I still have some shares. I'm still believing in it. But that was one of the reasons that pushed up the market high, that frothiness that carried the market up overnight. We did see a little bit of rotation into small caps too. So I think that's interesting there. But this is a blackout week, so typically it should stay bullish. Going to tomorrow, these are going to be the level we're looking at 65.15 and 6500. I did move these up a little bit more. And the reason we're looking at those levels is because I I think we're at a point in the market we're very frothy, very very bullish right now, and unless we go down to these levels, we're not gonna break under, we're not gonna lose it. We're gonna continue to remain bullish. So the only time we can truly flip bearish is maybe if something like this happens again, where it just flushes like that. So if you guys want to get a bearish trade, you gotta wait for the market to flush through this level. If it can flush through this level, then you can use this level now as resistance and short it to the next level. But if we don't flush through it, I would expect this to kind of bounce and keep playing up and up, or even this level could potentially bounce too, but if we lose this level, then I expect us to do something like this and flush down more. So I hope that was helpful. Hope that gave you guys a little bit insight. But so far, market has been on this uptrend, as you can see here, right? So watch if I just had extended this arrow a little bit further. We're still on that uptrend. The spike kept breaking a little bit here and breaking a little bit here. Sorry if this chart's a little bit messy. I'll clean it up after this. But good luck trading this week and hope you guys make a lot of money.